All right, all right, all right. Normally Fridays is my day off, and I don't mean day off from work. I mean it's my day where I don't do any streaming. I don't do any live presentations. I do one-on-ones. I do one-on-one calls. But this is my chill day. I work. I get my wings stopped, and I chill with the family and watch movies and wrestling and stuff like that on Friday night. But I got a phone call today, and this is where it's good to have friends in high places. You have friends in high places. So, welcome everybody. This is an unscheduled crypto talk. Well, it's not even a crypto talk. I'm just doing a broadcast, unscheduled broadcast. Go ahead, type in the chat box where you are listening in from. I see I'm streaming everywhere: YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Now I'm using StreamYard, so if you don't click the link and you're typing to me, I don't know who you are. It's going to show up to me as a Facebook user. So I see hello, hello, Facebook user. My man Provis Lofty's from Austin, Texas. Well, he's from Corpus Christi, but he's in Austin, Texas for the Consensus 2022. Great job. I know you're representing out there, Provis. I was watching your lives or earlier, had it up while I was working. And good information you found out about Green and Switch. So that's some good information. It's good to know, and that's to be expected. I don't know. I'm curious on how they're going to try to pull this off. What I did like though is that they switched from, and that might have been a point of contention, launching in the UK versus launching in the United States. We don't know what was going on in the background, but that might have been a point of contention there. And now they're back to we're going to launch in the United States, which I have no problem, but I don't know the logistics, so I can't say one way or the other. Faye Harris, good afternoon. Daryl Weston. Daryl Weston, what you say about the? You look. I look happy in the vids. What vids are you watching, Mr. Weston? Let me know. Let me know. I want to always try to look happy. Reginald Lance Hunt from Dayton, Ohio. Facebook user, greetings, cousin. I don't know which cousin of mine that is. You're showing up to me as a Facebook user, so that I know that's probably not Marnita. That might be Jennifer. That let me know. Gina Muhammad from Philly. Let's see who else. Who else we have? Elijah Morgan, Hercules, California. Sherry Caudill from Kentucky. Facebook user from Northern California. Sue Williams from Utah. Bernard from Atlanta. Oh, you're in. You travel to San Antonio. Yeah, we got to talk because you are always on the road, always in a different city. Janelle from Colorado. Thank you helping me out this morning, Janelle. Let's see. Wendy Baird. Oh, that's Wendy. Okay, there you go. Wendy. Oh, you saw on the Provis live vids. Yes. Provis is always happy. He should be. Crypto walked him off his job. Northern California, Wendy. Well, it's not a link. It just says click here to give StreamYard permission to see your name. But I see your name now, Wendy. Van Hairston from New Jersey. Oh, that is Marnita saying that. All right. Let's see, Tammy Turner. Facebook user, I'm gonna hit you up later. All right. So why am I doing an unscheduled live on my day off, just an hour and a half before I'm gonna get my Friday night Wingstop? Well, I was sitting here working, and like I said, I have friends in high places, and I got a phone call that said, Brandon, what you kind of predicted is gonna happen is happening. The SEC already has another target on a crypto company, and the SEC is already getting many complaints from people within that company that they're not able to get paid out, withdraw money. Now we have seen this time and time again. That's the beginning of the end where you see a company that starts to have withdrawal issues. I'm in a different space in my career now where I'm not about calling people or companies out anymore. That's a waste of my time, and that can directly or indirectly or inadvertently hurt people. So that's not what I'm about. I'm not about I told you so or having any type of glee in anybody else's downfall. What I am is an educator, and I want to be able to make sure that the public is armed with the correct information so that they can safely and conservatively swim in these crypto shark infested waters. And we're talking about not just sharks, but barracudas and piranhas and eels and alligators and crocodiles, great whites, bull sharks, black tip reef sharks, makos. They are all in the crypto space. Everybody's looking to get rich quick in crypto, including the scammers, the hackers, the charlatans, and anything in between. This is the number one space to make money in it right now, whether legitimately or illegitimately. And if you're going to be in the crypto space, you need to accept the risk that you are at risk of losing some, if not all, of your money. Therefore, you've got to be able to know how to play the game. You've got to be armed. Being in crypto and refusing to get educated is like going onto the basketball court without your shoes, barefoot, or running across broken glass with no shoes on. You will get hurt. And it happens to the best of us. Even the most educated still somehow lose money in this space. And I can say that from experience. I have lost money in this space. I did a crypto talk maybe a couple of weeks ago. It was a late night on how to vet companies. But But even if you do all the best vetting possible, the company can still let you down. That's happened to me. I'll just share just briefly. I know how to vet companies from the direct selling side and also on the crypto side. So there was one company. Can you guys still hear me? Somebody says I stopped. Whenever I do anything maybe controversial, Facebook messes with me. But let me pull myself up on my phone to make sure that I am live. Still. Who the heck is this? Merville, what are you doing? You're using my stream to try to promote something? Whenever I do anything maybe controversial. Right. I'm live. I'm still live. We're good. All right. Like I said, there was one company that we vetted everything from the lawyers representing the company to the bank accounts to the trading accounts to the corporate office, the law firm itself, which was the largest law firm in the country, talking to their lawyers personally, their board of directors, and knowing the owner of the company personally, and they still pulled a $500 million exit scam. So you can vet everything perfectly and still lose money or get scammed, and it's outside of your control. Now, there are a lot of things in the crypto space that is outside of your control, but what matters is what you do, how you handle the things that's outside of your control, and making sure you're prepared. So I created 4 rules in the crypto space that have prepared me no matter what I do in crypto, that if I find myself caught up in an opportunity that is not going to succeed. So I'm choosing my words very carefully here. I don't like to use the word scam. If I choose an opportunity that does not become successful, because we got to understand the numbers here. 90% of regular businesses fail within their first year in business. Why do you think the same numbers isn't true in the crypto space? This is also part of how I vet companies. How long have you been around? Because most companies don't make it in their first year. And most companies in crypto, that is what I would call a money, what word I would call it, that they want to not necessarily manage your money, but show you how to flip your money any kind of way. None of them have lasted more than a year and a half, maybe 2 at best, and they crash and burn. They run out, especially when the market is in a downturn. When the market is coming down and it's a sustained downward period, it's hard for the bots and whatever these companies are using to perform and produce positive results. It's impossible to do that. You're just in a bear season. You got to wait it out. But if you're promising that you're making a certain percentage a day, or you're promising returns and you're not able to get those returns, you can't keep up. And then what companies do, they hope that the bounce back is faster than the bear, that they can make it up on the back end. So in the meantime, they'll start doing the age-old adage, what the SEC calls a Ponzi, is using new money to pay old people. And that runs out. In fact, there's not enough money, new money coming in to pay out the old people. And that's a house of cards. And eventually it collapses if it gets that far. But sometimes if the company got too big, the SEC gets involved. And then the SEC starts bringing pressure on you. And I was sharing this with the individual earlier today, that even if the owners of the company have the best intent of the world, and they have no intent on scamming or screwing anybody, when you start getting pressure from the SEC or the IRS or the CFTC, the government, when that starts to happen, it's going to start hitting your pocketbooks, because then you're going to need your lawyers. You're going to have to spend a lot of money to defend yourself. And now you're all in the press because you're now being investigated, and you're losing money because people are nervous about getting involved with you because you're being investigated. So then you don't have new members coming in. So you don't have a positive cash flow. You're coming from your reserves and your own bank account to defend yourself. And there's, even if you win, Even if you win, the damage has been done because the reputation of your company has been hit. Unless you have a good PR firm, good lawyers, and good deep pockets that can do a marketing campaign to flip your downfall into a win. And you know who's a good proof of this is BK Barenko. When he's got his Body Pro, but Vima, when Vima got shut down by the government illegally, and he won. BK won, but he spent so much money and there was so much, they killed the company that he's still struggling to come back, and he had to create a new company with Body Pro. So even if you win, you lose. So what a lot of owners end up doing is they think to themselves, yeah, I can attempt to fight this, or I could take that $50 million, close up shop, and go retire. So you never know what an owner is going to do when their back is against the wall. So how do you protect yourself if you're in that situation? This is why I came up with my 4 rules. Not because I made them up, because I learned by trial by fire. Rule number 1: education is key. Education is everything. Get yourself educated. And if you don't like me, then you don't have to get educated by me. I know there's egos out there that it don't matter how good or great I may have a product, they're not going to touch it because it's me. That's fine. That's why there are thousands of colleges in America. There's not just one. This industry is big. There's room for us to go around. But if not me, then get educated somewhere, please, for your sake and your family's sake and the people following you. Don't worry, I won't take it personal. Get educated. Number 2, never use money you cannot afford to lose. I know that's a cliche, because whenever a company goes down, the top leaders say, well, we told you don't use money you can't afford to lose. And we know that people don't think that way up front. Well, I want to get rich like you. I'm going all in. I'm taking that risk, when they can't really afford to take the risk. But I got to say it. Do not use money you cannot afford to lose. Rule number 3, always get a return on your money as fast as possible. Always. So I found in this space, any company or product out there that is offering you a way to earn money passively without needing to recruit, just off the product or whatever it is that they're offering, it takes probably a good 60, based on how they're advertising, 60 to 90 days at best for you to break even with whatever you started with. The best companies out there that's doing that are the ones where you're not giving them your money. Your money is in an account or an exchange that you control, and their API is attached, their bot is attached to your account. So their account is trading, their bot is trading for you in your account, but you have access to your money at all times. And you're just paying them a fee for them to trade on your behalf. But you are in control of your funds. Those are the best. There's not many of them out there like that, but those are the best. But the ones where you have to give them your money and then you have to hit a withdraw button for you to be able to pull out, that's where you get a little shaky. Because at any time that withdraw button won't work. That's why I have an issue with Coinbase, because Coinbase is very good. Right now, the stock market is having a big dive. I predict if the crypto market follows suit like it normally does, and the market, we're seeing another 250 billion to $500 billion leaving, all of a sudden Coinbase is going to have issues. You're not going to be able to withdraw. Your account might be frozen for a week. All of a sudden they need more KYC. There's always something. Coinbase is good for doing that. But same with other companies. All of a sudden that withdraw button doesn't work anymore, and you start to panic. So to prevent you from panicking, you already knew going in that this is a possibility. You only use money that you can afford to lose. You're right, Prob, is down for maintenance. Yeah, how many times do you see that? And you've already pulled your initial money out. You've pulled that out. So whatever's left is all profit from that point forward. Yeah, it might take a little longer. This is where greed takes over. Oh, if I can keep compounding, if I let it ride, keep running. Yeah, but if you can't afford to do that, what happens if you lose it all? I've lost $250,000 in those things. Now, if you fast forward in today's, well, last year's crypto market, because today's crypto market is still above 20K, that's seven figures. Seven figures if you add it up over the years with the adjustment for, I won't call it for inflation, but adjusted for the market rate. That's seven figures that I've lost as a learning experience, trying to get rich quick and be a part of programs that was promising and guaranteeing things. Sounded great, looked great, it worked for a while. But also, it didn't kill me because I pulled out my initial investments quickly. So I didn't lose anything that I put in. I lost profits. And that's just profits. I didn't lose my initial startup. But there's a lot of people out there that did. A lot of people out there that lost everything. And it's unfortunately, if my contact is correct, that's about to happen to another company. This is also why you want to be diversified. You don't want to have just one. You got to have multiple. You can't be thinking, back in old network marketing, they said you can't ride two horses with one ass. And that was true back in the old days. But in this space, if you have all your eggs in one basket, you're destined to lose it all. I don't care what CEOs say and they go, Brandon, you got to do this. First of all, nobody can control me. You can't tell me what I can and can't do. If anything, it's a courtesy that I'm even mentioning your company's name. But you need to be diverse to protect you. You've got to be diverse in what you're doing, because if one goes down, that's all right. You had 5, 10 more going on, and you can keep it moving, and you can make up the losses from the one that went down. Leaders do this. If you're following leaders, the leaders are doing this. Why aren't you doing it? That's when you get hurt. You're like, and then you want to start blaming the person who told you about the opportunity. Don't even get that out your mind right now. If you followed a leader who was excited about a project, they vetted the project, brought it to the community, and brought it to you, and the project doesn't work, that's not the leader's fault. All right? If you follow the rules, you will be okay. Follow the rules. If you got crypto educated, you will be okay, even in that unknown scenario. But at the end of the day, I always go back to education, because if you're educated, guess what? You wouldn't actually need to do any of those opportunities because you can make more money. I'm going to use like what my man James Davis says. I make more money trading myself than trying to have somebody else do it for me. But for those of you who say, I don't have time, I've got a busy schedule, I've got a family to take care of, I don't have time to get into trying to trade myself, and it's rather if somebody else do it, a program do it and compound it, that's great. And that's fantastic. Unfortunately, there is no easy way out on this. There is no shortcut. The only way you can work on those things is if you get involved in the first 3 months and you can last maybe 9 months in it and then pull all your money out. If you start hearing about it and it's already 8 months to a year old, you already missed the boat. But it's still running. You missed the boat. By that time, the person who got in at the beginning has already bought themselves a yacht. You missed the boat by that time. They look for the next one. But if you learn how to do it yourself, you don't have to worry about those things. That is why I created ILCA. I'm tired of following other CEOs. I'm tired of listening to other leaders that's telling me, we should do this, we should do that. I figured one thing out that I've always known, but I'm now implementing. and that is called picks and shovels. Picks and shovels. Do you know who always makes the most money whenever there's new technology that's been implemented into society and it's on the open market? Do you know who always makes the most money? The person who is selling picks and shovels. They make the most money. The gold rush, it was the picks and shovels. The guy selling that to all the people out there mining for gold. In crypto, do you want to know who's going to win long term? Is not the person with the biggest portfolio in crypto. It's going to be those selling picks and shovels and creating businesses based on the blockchain technology. That's going to end up becoming the next Amazon, the next eBay, the next Facebook or Twitter, in using blockchain technology, the whole Internet of Things. The picks and shovels, the real world products that's being used. I sell picks and shovels. Crypto education, that's picks and shovels. Not only do I sell it, I also created a program that all of you can sell it as well. Do you know what the federal government just came out with? You know, if you listen to me long enough, you've heard me say all the time that the federal government states 97% of all Americans are going to retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. In fact, only 1 out of 100 workers are going to retire well off. 1 out of 100. 97% will retire broke. Most Americans don't have $1,000 in their savings account. Most Americans can't afford a $400 emergency without going into debt. That's from the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve came out with another report that shocked me. They do what's called an economic health report of Americans once a year, like a census. And the first time they included cryptocurrency in their report this year. And the result was they said 12% of the American population are crypto holders, 12%. And then it said 46% of those 12% are earning $100,000 a year or more. 46%. And I can tell you right now that those who are in the 46% are on the educated side. The 46%. That's almost half. You have a 50-50 chance of earning $100,000 a year if you're in crypto in the United States of America. So you're in the right spot. It's the education that's going to take you to the next level. So what I created with ILCA is many income opportunities. What if I told you? Because a lot of people, another thing we found in the crypto space, most people in the crypto space come from direct sales, network marketing or MLM or real estate or Forex, or in other words, entrepreneurs who work from home that are mostly into the crypto space. Not so much everybody that's the rest of the American public, not yet. They will be. And that's why they're going to need crypto education. They're watching it from the sideline. They see it every time they turn on the Laker game and they see they're playing from crypto.com arena. I mean, you can't watch TV right now. If you're watching TV for at least 1 hour, you might see at least two or three crypto commercials. This is how it is now. It's being exposed to all of us. They're not in this yet. They will be, and they're going to need education. But what if I told you, if you, in the course of 1 year, helped 100 people to get crypto educated through my academy, 100 people, you would make $117,000 and almost $4,500 a month. Let me say that one more time. In the course of 1 year, you helped 100 people to get. I want to make money in crypto. Okay, let me teach you how. 100 people get crypto educated. $117,000 for the year and $4,400 a month in my system. And I'm going to be increasing the commissions later on. And my system is not MLM. My system is not network marketing. My system is not about recruiting. There are no tiers like that, multiple levels and all that. There is no team building. We have a community. And everybody in the community is participating in the community, is contributing to the community. You know where Prelvis Lofties is right now? He's at the Consensus 2022 in Austin, Texas, walking around with an ILCA shirt on, meeting vendors, talking to folks, representing, spreading the word of crypto education. You might say, oh, 100 customers. What if you only had 50 customers? You helped 50 people get crypto educated in my academy. And that's about $55,000 for the year and $2,200 something a month. 50 customers. For those of you who say there's no money in education, you're dead wrong. At least this is what I call safe, because I'm not taking your money to try to trade on your behalf. I'm not promising you compound interest. I am not going to pull an exit scam because I'm not holding your funds. All I'm doing is teaching you crypto education. That's it. That's the product. The product's me. And then you use that knowledge to build your portfolio and go out there and make you millions. We've had individuals just from our crypto talk that turned 5,000 into multiple six figures in 60 days. It's what you do with the education that's important. But you got to get educated first. But those of you who say, well, I don't have money or I need money, I have a way that you can earn it. And you know how easy it is to do that? We do a 5-day challenge once a month. 5-day challenge, and there's no cost to it. It is free. ILCAchallenge.com. If you are a VIP member within our community, you will have your own promoter link. And if you know people in communities out there that need crypto education, invite them to the 5-day challenge at no cost. My system and marketing team will do the rest. See, I understand one thing about people. People like to buy. They don't like to be sold. So don't sell them anything. You're not recruiting. You're not selling. You are sharing an opportunity for people to learn about an industry that is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind for the most amount of people, that is going to disrupt every single industry on the planet today, whether you like it or not, trust it or not, or believe it or not. That's going to show people how to turn. Oh, where'd it go? My wife run off. Oh, here we go. This is going to change. This $100 bill, the way we know money is going to change forever. And people don't even know what's going on. That's what crypto education is all about. And also, I have the next 5-day challenge is June 20th. So after June 20th, in July, I'm going to be doing it for the whole month Bitcoin 101 series, where I teach it twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. And all you have to do is buy the Bitcoin 101 course for $350. So not only do you have the videos, but you're going to have me live teaching you, and you have the ability to ask questions for the whole month of July. And it's only $350. So if that's an issue, then why are you in the crypto space? I don't want to pay that. All right, well, you're willing to lose $50,000 but not pay for crypto education. That doesn't make any sense. So we've got it all for you guys. The next 5-day challenge is going to be coming up on June 20th. ILCAchallenge.com, or get back to the person who invited you. Every Sunday evening, I'll be doing an opportunity call for those of you who want to actually make money in crypto. And you're tired of getting scammed. You're tired of exit scams. You're tired of rug pulls. You're tired of all the promises out there and losing time and time and time and time again. At least have a foundation. If you stick with education first, you start to make some money through selling picks and shovels. Now you have extra money to play around in those opportunities and take those risks. Let education be your foundation first. This is another thing. Sooner or later, all the top leaders out there will figure it out. They want to be so busy promoting all these other companies first, not realizing if you promote the education first, if you move everybody to get plugged in, they are now smarter. They now have a skill set, and they're making a little bit of money that they now can use to pay for all the things you are promoting. I don't understand why that hasn't sunk in yet. If you make this the first foundation first, everything else goes smooth. Even if you get caught up in things like the SEC is about to crack down on one company, and no, I'm not saying the name of the company, because I do not want my inbox flooded with people trying to defend it and say I'm wrong, and then I become a target. It's not about me. I'm only doing this live because I got the phone call that it's coming and I have predicted it. You guys will figure it out sooner or later. And if you're educated, it's not going to matter. You're able to, chalk it up. It's a loss. You got a diversified portfolio. You keep it moving to something else. Just like how Luna went down. I lost thousands of dollars on that. Oh, well. It was one of many in my portfolio. Keep moving forward. Education is key. Education is everything. I like how you said that, Jonasa. Education is power. Now, also, I will be doing a crypto talk tomorrow morning, and there is a topic. What was that topic I was going to cover? One of them is going to be, and this is going to be open for the entire community. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, this is from Newsbreak. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and dozens of others to be classified as commodities according to new crypto legislation. That is a huge deal because the SEC and the CFTC and the IRS, they are all clamoring for jurisdiction in the United States over crypto. And they all want to define it. Is it a security? Is it currency? Is it a commodity? And depending on how it's defined, determines which agency has jurisdiction. Well, the SEC calls it an asset that you have to have, or a security. But the CFTC wants to call it a commodity. So this is going to be interesting how this is going to work. There was another one of this that caught my attention. And this one is from Forbes magazine. Crypto now primed for a Fed earthquake after a huge $1 trillion price crash tanked Bitcoin and the rest. But there's a twist on this. I was just skimming through this. Where is this? Says here, the Bitcoin price has fallen. They are saying, the Fed, that because of the Fed rate hike, they're doing an inflation-busting interest rate hike, that Bitcoin will be one of the best assets on the planet. I didn't say it. The federal government is saying it. So I'm going to be covering that tomorrow morning in Early Morning Crypto Talks. It's going to be open to everybody. There's no cost to being doing that. And then I'm going to be doing a special training tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And I did one last Saturday. Now, it's not for the public, but there is no cost for you being a part of it. All you have to do is register. You register for the 5-day challenge at ilcachallenge.com. You're going to get an invite to a special group, and that is where I'm going to be doing the live tomorrow night. And we're going to be talking about personality traits. Last week, we talked about the feel, felt, found movement, feel, felt, found strategy, how to tell your story, because in direct sales, anything that you do, your story is everything, and how to relate to people. And then tomorrow night, we're going to talk about the personality traits. I was taught using fish, not colors. I think most people were taught colors: red, yellow, blue, green, whatever. I use fish: whale, shark, dolphin, and urchin. And so that's going to be tomorrow night. And I'm going to cover a question that one member in our community asked that said, well, Brandon, I want to sell picks and shovels too, but I've never been good in direct sales. I don't know how to recruit. I don't know how to get a customer. My friends and family are broke, so I can't get them to buy crypto education. I'm working. I don't have a lot of time, you know, but I want to make money. What do I do? How many of you? I mean, that could be the same situation, no matter what the company is you're trying to market. I'm going to address that tomorrow night as well. But to get that information, again, all you have to do is register. ILCAchallenge.com. Again, that is ILCAchallenge.com. The next 5-day challenge that introduces you to a world that can literally change your life overnight or in the next 3 years. ILCAchallenge.com. What are you waiting for? How many times are you going to keep getting scammed over and over and over and over again? Get your foundation set. Have a couple money coming in. Teach people education, because you know what? If you help people get educated and they're making money, you've got a team that's going to be with you for life. You got a strong community. Anything else is just, you're just trying to make money off of people, and they're ultimately they're going to figure it out. And next time you bring an opportunity, they're going to be like, nah, I pass. And it's not because of the opportunity. Now they're looking at you. You don't want them. You want them looking at the prize. Get them educated. So with that, you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. It's almost time for me getting my Wingstop, and I will see you all tomorrow morning. Stay safe out there, everybody, in these shark-infested waters. Bitcoin Brandon out. Bye-bye.